Hello, everyone. My name is Justin. Welcome back to the Boston Bruins GM Mode series. Today we are going to sim to the end of the season here. Um, we are currently scouting these people. Um, there was some concern whether we'd be able to get someone this high. Well, I might work something out. We'll see. I don't know if I will, but I want a first line center in the future. These are some good options. We'll see how that plays out in another episode when the draft comes around. I am going to scout some other areas. Don't worry about that. Um, so the consensus pretty much at the trade deadline was try to get a second liner. We had two options: Craig Smith or Joe Pavelski. But I want to do this where I'm not hurting our future very much at all. I did a little bit of pre-scouting. I did choose Joe Pavelski pretty much. Well, he's higher overall, but he's got about the same trade value as Craig Smith just because he's so old. And they want to give him up to $7 million. It's not a problem. They're not a playoff team, so why not get rid of the pieces that you don't need, that might not be on the team next year, might retire, who knows. Which means we can pretty much, I don't want to say we're going to lowball them, but we can get them for not very much. Because if you think about it, it's like, okay, you can keep him and sim better, or you can keep him and whatever, or you can at least get something for him. So I don't want to give up our first or second round picks. Our third, they want our third, and I'll give them the third. And I'm going to give them the fourth, just to add some value. So then I was looking here, and goalies match and block. We're not going to give him Subban, even though he's probably stuck at 86. And then I was looking in here, and I was like, I don't want to give up any of these guys. I looked at Bader, and I said, no, we can't give him up. He's top 6 potential. His trade value is not very high, which is a little bit concerning, but let's keep going. Top 6 defensemen, don't want to give up these guys. But this guy right here, Osgood. Warren Osgood, a sniper. Medium top 9. He's only 18, but he's 62. For a sniper in the top 9, first off, snipers on the third line aren't exactly ideal. I do it sometimes. He's not signed. He probably won't be signed next year. We might as well just give him to them. So then everyone's like, okay, a third line prospect at best, and a third and a fourth, really. Well, we'll throw in this guy right here, Shattenkirk. Why not? Bottom 6, he's low overall as well. I don't know if this will go through. If we have to give up the second, we can. I just would like to not. Trade rejected. You've done all the right meaning, blah, blah, blah. Your value isn't sufficient. Okay. So we're going to take off the third. We're going to give him a second. So this is something I learned. Whenever you give them more than what was before, you got to take something back too. So we're going to try to get their fourth because we added the second. They don't want to do that. Okay. Come on, I can just stick you with him. Fifth. Holy crap, they are staying firm here. A seventh. If this doesn't go through like this, that's just ridiculous. Okay. Well, we gave up a little bit more than I wanted, but I'm thinking Joe Pavelski will help our team. So I'm going to do up the lines, and I will be back. Okay, so here are the lines right here. We got that sniper, playmaker, two-way. Sniper, playmaker, sniper. We could put him up on the first line, but I think we're just going to leave it like this. So Pavelski is now on his, or with his former line mate, Patrick Marleau. I decided to scratch Riley Nash because he just hasn't been playing well. We're going to try this sniper, playmaker, grinder on the third line. We'll see what happens. I also put Pavelski on the power play on the point. First line power play on the point. He's still got a pretty wicked shot. So let's just hope we can win. We're going to sim to the end of the year here, do a little bit of a recap, and then we'll start the playoffs hopefully next episode. I mean, it looks like we're going to make the playoffs. It would take a miracle to not. I looked at Pavelski's stats. He had 53 points in 63 games. Jung. Let's get Jung back in there. Bolesky, I think he was in for. Bolesky was in for him, I believe. Brandon Carlo's up to an 85. He's starting to mold into a top 4 defenseman. I would like him to get to 86 or 87, but if he stays at 85, still pretty decent. Against Buffalo here, a loss, okay. Bounce back. Okay. Okay, so we're still inconsistent so far since acquiring Marleau. There's 2 wins. Okay, 3 wins. As I speak, we start playing a little bit better. Good. Obviously, our team might not look like a Stanley Cup team, but anything can happen in the playoffs. We have some true veterans with Marleau and Pavelski. I mean, we got some young talent infused in there. I mean, why can't we make a dent in the playoffs? Even if we don't win, I feel like we could maybe get squeaked to the second or third round. Anything can happen in simulation, man. We found that out last year when we made the playoffs. 50 wins with this team. You wouldn't expect it, but like I said, it's not always the best teams that win. It's not always the most skilled teams that wins. It's the most well-rounded teams, the teams with the best chemistry. I mean, look at the New York Yankees. Okay, I gotta actually figure out what I'm gonna do scouting after these 3 games. Look at the New York Yankees. They spend a bunch of money each year, and they haven't won. Especially last year, they had Carlos Beltran, a bunch of guys, a bunch of money invested, and they didn't win. They didn't make the playoffs. So it's not always who you have. It's not always trying to get the best people. It's trying to get the best people for the team, essentially. And we have a pretty good, well-rounded team, 108 points. Okay, I want to see what I want to do with scouting here. Where's that at? That's in Trade and Improve. So these pin players still high top 6. That means they're going to at least be low elite. Okay, we scouted them a bunch. I think I'm going to try to scout forwards in an area we haven't seen yet. So how many times scouted? 2, 1, 2. Forwards in the U.S. Let's go a month. See if anything comes up in the United States of America. I'm hopeful we can find a way to trade because realistically, guys, well, probably not. I was going to say we could move a piece like Spooner or Kokolekachev, someone like that, because they're getting a little bit older, but we just don't have the prospects coming up to replace them, really. Okay. Let's advance the day real quick. We'll do a little bit of a recap here. So we get first in our division. Hopefully we're the first seed. But let's go to the Stats Central and whatnot. Standings. Or in the East, not the West. Chicago didn't make it even though they were better than Arizona. That's funny. So, we're the number 2 seed, which means we'll face Montreal. Okay. Okay, and two teams haven't played 82 games, but it's not that big of a deal. We ended up fourth in the league. Goals found per game. We did a lot better than I thought we would have. Goals allowed per game. If you look at this, we have a lot more power play goals than a lot of these teams, but our power play percentage is only 18. That's interesting. Penalty kill is not awful. There's our home and away records. And 7-2-1. Okay, we'll look at the individual stats here. Pavelski leading our team. I mean, what a pickup. He might be old, but he can still get it done. Okay, let's just position at a time here. So center's down the middle. Spooner, 63. See what I mean? He's 28. He's about that age. If you want to get top value for him during a rebuild, you can move him. But I just don't think we have anyone to really replace him. Maybe I'm forgetting people, but anyone ready for next year? I'm not sure. Kokolekachev, 58. Not bad. Heinen, 34. So Jake DeBrusk, 58 points, 20 goals. Not awful. Not awful for us finally breaking into the NHL. I'll expect more from him next year. Patrick Marleau, 43 and 75. Better than his last 3 years, I guess. Raffle, Petrero, Bermistrov. Right winger Pavelski, he had 53 and 63. So he played 21 games to get to 84. Yeah, 21 games, 53. He had 23 points in 21 games since coming over. What a beast. How's he been doing? Same as last year, a few more games played, but still. Pasternak, 63, not bad. Callahan, 39, same as last year. Defensively, Hamilton, Fowler, and then these guys. Everyone's a plus. And then goaltenders. A solid year by Subban. Maybe even a Vezina year. I don't know. We'll have to take a look here. Our rookie skaters. DeBrusk. Don't know if he's going to be good enough to win the Calder. Looks like he has the most points. I didn't want to actually check that right now, but okay. So forwards, goals. Only 39 by Tavares. Assists, Tarasenko. Points. Only 5 players over 80 points. That's annoying. Voracek and Drew still tearing it up. They're getting older, but they're still tearing it up. Defensemen. Points. Carlson and Ekman Larson. Goals. Yossi. Ollie Kylington. Why is he a high AHL top 2? I thought he was a pretty freaking good prospect. That's interesting. Should have looked into that, I guess. Okay, let's look at goalies. It's going to sort by points, I believe. Maybe not. It's by wins. Goals against average. Okay, Allen's going to win. Subban has a heck of a year, but then all these goalies had even better years. Rookie skaters. I thought it froze. I was really about to be like, oh my god. So DeBrusk looks like DeBrusk will win the Calder. Rookie goalies. The best rookie goalie is Samuel Montembeault. Okay, we'll check progress reports. Even no, we have. Well, no, we'll wait till the end of play. Well, actually, let's check the player stats for the AHL. So Nylander, looking like he might not grow any. Comtois, a decent year. I was hoping he'd be like 80 overall right now. All right. We are facing Montreal, but just to confirm, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And I will see you next time.